Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my vlog. I must say blog. This is actually my third attempt at this because what happened was I went on this huge ramble about, just some of the bad things that are going on in the news, and I realized this is getting too depressing. So I'll touch on it briefly at the end, but nah, I'm not doing that. So anyway, welcome to the vlog. I'll just quickly touch on Game of Thrones. Awesome episode. What can I say? If you don't love Jon Snow now, I don't think I can't help you, man. Jon is the man. And Gilly read out something to Samwell, but he was so fed up with the Grand Maesters or whatever that he didn't hear the information that it was actually important stuff that Rhaegar, who is now definitely Jon's father, biological father, like we knew it, but still, if you didn't know, now you know, because it pretty much confirmed that Jon isn't a bastard because Rhaegar married Lyanna Stark and annulled his marriage to what was her name? Elia Martell. Yeah, I got it finally. I was trying to remember that before. So yeah, he's actually like a legitimate child of the Targaryen line, and he's actually the legitimate prince if they can get their throne back. So Daenerys, I mean, surely she definitely feels a connection to Jon. She just can't figure it out, and especially when Jon's touching the dragon, it's like those dragons don't let anybody touch them. And if you think about it, there was another guy that kind of had a encounter with the dragons, and they didn't blow him up. If you remember, I'll give you a hint. He's short, he's slick, and he's Tyrion. So Tyrion I think is a Targaryen. I've read some theories and stuff, and I've read up the history of what different parts of the the character histories and all that, and apparently Tyrion or Jaime and Cersei's and Tyrion's mum, the Mad King was obsessed with her, and at the time Tyrion's dad would have been Hand of the King. And they reckon that he would have got they would have had an affair behind Lord, I guess, what was his name? Tyrion's dad. Well, Sir Lannister. So behind Sir Lannister's back. So he's actually a Targaryen child himself. So actually he's the bastard, which is yeah. And I think that at the end of the next season, by the next season, it's going to be 3 Dragon Riders taking on the Night King and all the White Walkers. And so, yeah, they formed this dream team of warriors now to go and capture some dead soldiers to take to Cersei to prove that this is a real threat. And so it looks like Cersei's apparently pregnant. I think she's going to punish Bronn. She threatened Jaime, and she's willing to play the game. So it's a wild ride right now. Actually, these episodes, a lot's going on. And Robert's son he's the man. Like his hammer skills, that was so cool, man. So I really liked this episode. It was a fun episode. Lots of happy, cool moments, but at the same time, I'm very concerned for Sansa's safety. I think Arya might kill her, and I think Littlefinger's plan's not going to work on Arya because she's something different now. She's been through the ringer a lot, and the training she got from the Faceless Man and all that. She's a mercenary assassin ninja type chick, so she's probably well aware of all of this being a trap. But who knows? She looked like she was buying into it when she read the note. So yeah, and I knew Littlefinger knew. Littlefinger's watching everything he does, but he's gonna get killed. I'm just worried about Sansa, so I hope she doesn't die. I never liked Sansa at the beginning, but after all the shit she went through, they've all been through bullshit. Let's face it, they've all suffered enough, those kids. They shouldn't be fighting amongst themselves. But Arya's such a psycho, all she sees is red, So, it was good. And Daenerys' brief reunion with Jorah, I never clicked it. The Mormont, so his family's that little girl. She's like she's the head of the Mormont family at the moment. But with his dad being gone, I guess he has a claim to something, right? He's of a lordship family. I mean, are they royalty? I don't know. But yeah, everyone's so crucial now. It's coming down to the best of the best characters right now. I think Theon's the only person that probably should be gone by now, but Theon's never going anywhere. So yeah, great episode. I watched Dragon Ball Super. Cool episode. Gohan got to shine. It was really just a bit of a Gohan show. A lot of fans would have loved it. It was a good fan service. That's the cool things I like about Dragon Ball Super is that the social media world we live in, it's so easy to know what your fans want. And eventually you should just give it to them. I mean, they're the consumer, they're the people, but you've got to, as an artist, I guess, Toriyama and well, it's interesting because Toriyama just gives the ultimate plot, but it's up to the animation team to figure out the storyline. And then the manga team, that's Toyotaro, he's on a different buzz. All he's concerned with, like, I don't know, he some of his ideas are cool and some of them it's all just like being too complicated with the Super Saiyan forms and everything. But speaking of which, Super Saiyan God Red form is coming back next episode and Goku's going to team up with Hit, so that's going to be awesome. I think after that episode, it's going to get real. Like, Goku's going to have to... I mean, they're only like... But then again, like, they're 37 minutes left. How long is this 45 minutes supposed to be? Like, it's so... I don't know. Does time go slowly in this world? Because then that's good. There's probably going to be hardly anyone left by the end of it. Because Universe 9 got eliminated. And I guess Universe... I gotta read this. I keep forgetting. I saw the pictures, but Goasu's universe is gone, and it's a shame, really. But it was like not much of a deal made about it. It was just like, I mean, Goasu was kind of like a major character for a saga. So the Obi-Wan Kenobi of Dragon Ball Super is gone. So see you later, Goasu. But they're all coming back. I know Goku will win the tournament, use the Super Dragon Balls, and bring everyone back, and just say, just be good, you guys. Otherwise, Xeno will just blow you guys up again. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows what will happen. We know Goku and them will survive, though. So, yeah, that's awesome. Attack on Titan's finished, which sucks. I've been listening to the soundtrack for Season 2 over and over, and the song that is played around the time when Eren when Reiner and Bertold finally reveal themselves, it's so emotional that you gotta listen to it. Yeah, just some of the music in that show is just so epic. All of it is. But yeah, no real anime stuff going on, and sorry, that's my landlord. And then with the, jeez, I think he's swearing. I don't know who he's talking to. But anyway, wrestling's going pretty good. I saw in New Japan that the G1 Climax tournament is finally finished. So I'm going to go back and watch at least the semis to the final. So I know Okada lost to Kenny, and they reckon that's the end of their trilogy, apparently. That's what wrestling critics are saying. Who knows? But that's kind of like, is that it? Like, it was supposed to end at Wrestle Kingdom for the title. That's bullshit. But it looks like Okada might be losing the title to Naito, who won the G1 Climax, and it's pretty cool. I guess Naito reminds me of I guess they're trying to make him like their CM Punk kind of thing, like the anti-establishment character. I don't know, but yeah, I've got to watch it. Kenny looks so beaten down, man. So sorry, guys. So broken down. But anyway, yeah. So I'll catch that, and if that really is the end of it, I guess that just proves it. The New Japan guys want the Japanese guys to be the top guys. With the exception of AJ, it's really just the Gaijin will hold other titles. And for Kenny, him holding the US title is, I guess it shows he's the ambassador for the US and North America expansion, So it's weird because in WWE circles, you don't see the US title as the big title. It's a secondary. But apparently they want to build this New Japan US title to almost like how WWE has 2 world titles, so I guess that's kind of what they're trying to do, but only time will tell. And yeah, that's it. And I saw Raw today, and I'll watch SmackDown tomorrow, but it's the go home shows for SummerSlam, and I'm actually doing a podcast with my boys Vince and Eddie, so Yeah, I'll post a link of that. I'm gonna actually put just the YouTube, just the audio on YouTube. But eventually, when I get some better gear and stuff, I'm gonna try and have us all in like video, like chatting and stuff. That'd be cool. Um, so yeah, man. Wrestling. I saw the build up for the main event for Raw. I think Joe's awesome. I think Joe deserves to win it more than anyone else. Braun is even looking great. Roman does what Roman does best. Looks pretty and whatever. But I'm hoping that he'll lose and reunite with the Shield guys because they've done it. You know, Dino and Seth are back together. And just roll as a crew, man. You guys don't need to be. You guys have done everything there is to do. So do something like that again. Make Roman the world title holder, and it's weird to see though because Seth probably has more accomplishments in some ways. I think he only held the world title once though, whereas Roman's had it like 3 times or something. So anyway, yeah. So WWE's kind of exciting. The SmackDown stuff is it's I mean Nakamura is gonna fight our boy Jinder, and if Nakamura wins it, that means Corbin's cashing in. There's no other way. I don't see how Jinder could legit beat Shinsuke, but this is pro wrestling, so we'll see what happens. Women's title stuff isn't that interesting right now, but Sasha beat my girl Nia again, which is bullshit. When are they gonna just make Nia look tough for once? They always do this with the Big Island girls. I hate it. Like they should be beating up everybody. Tamina should be the SmackDown champ, and Nia should be the Raw Women's champ. But I mean, Tamina's had her time anyway. She's not gonna win it ever. Whereas Nia's young, you know, like give her a chance. Like I know Alexa Bliss is awesome, and I know everyone loves Sasha. Sasha's kind of had to rebuild her trust with the company because of her injuries, but she's up there, man. She's probably hotter than ever before with the crowd, and you know, so I wouldn't be surprised if she wins it back, only for her to start maybe Bailey finally going heel. That'd be kind of weird. Yeah, so yeah, that's wrestling. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna be really reviewing at this point. I keep listening to Attack on Titan music. There's no other stuff right now. I wanted to get into other shows. Like I saw My Hero Academia, and that's like too kiddie for me. It's like a little too young. So yeah. But anyway, I'm just gonna close with all that downbuzz stuff I was talking to in my previous version of the video. Just all this racism stuff that's going on. Like, has it always been this way? I mean, America's just gone crazy, man. Like, you know, if it's not the racist, it's the extreme left. If it's not the extreme left, it's Trump saying something stupid. Like, it's a freaking circus over there. But I don't know if it's crawling into here. I know there are cases of racism here in Australia, but it's even in New Zealand, man. Like, I just don't understand it because I'm not a racist person. So I don't blame other cultures for my problems. I don't discriminate against people for how they look. I don't believe that we need to be focusing on such things. What we should be focusing on is how to live better and provide for our families and live good lives. Like, what is all the drama for, man? Like, you know, and then the racists all claiming, like the skinhead KKK, and they all saying, you know, Trump supported us, and then Trump saying, oh, I didn't. Finally, he said, you know, he denounced it today, but I don't think Trump is racist. I think he's a businessman. He found a consumer, which was his voters, and he gave them the sales pitch, a misleading sales pitch. He's a businessman. I mean, he went and like shook hands with like, you know, the Saudi sheikhs and stuff. So he will do whatever he has to do. I bet you if he met Kim Jong-un, they'll be friends easily. Kim Jong-un likes Americans. I was watching Pauly Shaw and Joe Rogan, and according to him and his sources and that, apparently, because Dennis, you know, I think he knows Dennis Rodman and that. Apparently, the guy likes America. He likes American culture. It's just politically they're not in the same inclination and everything. But still, man, like Trump saying, you know, oh, rain, fire, and fury, and all that kind of bullshit. It's like, come on, Trump. But you know, this is coming from a guy who knew Trump was gonna win. I always knew Trump was gonna win. I had an argument with one of my friends about it. Like, he was just like, no, no, no. So, Hillary's got, she's, she has more proof that more qualified and all that. It's like, what qualifies a politician anyway? Really, it's just a popularity contest. And the prime ministers, presidents, they don't have any power really. It's got to go through all these other people and stuff, So, yeah, just the world's so much negative shit on the news, man. So I try to avoid it, but it'll find you, and you're gonna talk to people. No, the news will just find its way to you, So, stuff will come to me. I'm like, keep it away from me, keep it away. I'm still, yeah, just shocked about Chester's death still as well. Like I'm still, like I'm over it, but at the same time I'm not. I'm like, and one of my friends, he and I were talking about it, and there's just so much negativity out in the world. And I guess social media has given more bad people, more of a voice for some bad people. It gave a voice to everybody. So that's the consequence. But anyway, man, just take care of yourselves. You should have heard the other version. It was terrible. I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna say the stuff I was saying. But anyway, take care of yourselves, guys. I'll do another vlog next week. Got the podcast coming up this weekend for some wrestling predictions for SummerSlam and just overall talk about the game. Hopefully I'll catch up with the G1 matches that I needed to see. And yeah, so yeah, just keep watching, man. And yeah, like my shit. Anyway, see you guys. 'Cause I gotta know, so say something.